Ever felt like you're playing a guessing game with your business finances? That sinking feeling when you try to calculate your monthly income and something just doesn't add up? Maybe it's those hidden fees, the sneaky percentages that eat away at your hard-earned cash. If you're using Square Appointments or thinking about using it, you've probably asked yourself a crucial question. How much is this really costing me per transaction? Because let's be honest, those small percentages can make a big difference, especially when you're building your business from the ground up. We've all been there. You're juggling appointments, managing inventory, and trying to keep your clients happy. The last thing you need is a confusing payment system that leaves you scratching your head. You need clarity, transparency, and a system that works with you, not against you. That's why today, we're diving deep into the nitty-gritty of Square Appointments transaction fees. We're going to break down the numbers, explore the different payment options, and help you understand exactly how much you're paying with each transaction. Now, before we jump into the numbers, let's talk about why Square Appointments is such a popular choice for so many businesses. It's more than just a payment processor. It's a comprehensive scheduling and management tool. Think about it. Online booking, automated reminders, integrated point of sale, and even team management features. It's designed to streamline your operations and free up your time, so you can focus on what you do best. But like any service, it comes with a cost. And understanding that cost is essential for making informed decisions about your business. So, what are we talking about when we say transaction fees? Essentially, it's the percentage that Square takes from each payment you process. This covers the cost of processing the payment, securing the transaction, and providing you with the necessary infrastructure. The exact fee can vary depending on several factors, including the type of payment, whether it's an online or in-person transaction, and whether you're using a card-present or card-not-present method. Let's start with the basics. In-person transactions. When you swipe, tap, or insert a card using a Square reader, you'll typically encounter a specific fee. This is often the most straightforward and predictable type of transaction. As of today, for most card-present transactions, Square charges a fee of around 2.6% plus 10 cents per transaction. This means that for a $100 service, you'd be paying roughly $2.70 in fees. You get the $2.60 from the percentage and the extra 10 cents added on. Simple math, right? But what about online transactions? This is where things can get a bit more nuanced. If you're accepting payments through your Square online site, or if you're processing card-not-present transactions, such as keyed-in payments or invoices, the fees tend to be slightly higher. Why? Because there's a greater risk of fraud associated with these types of payments. Currently, Square charges around 3.5% plus 15 cents for these transactions. So, for that same $100 service, you'd be looking at approximately $3.65 in fees. Now, let's talk about Square Appointments specifically. This platform integrates seamlessly with Square's payment processing system, allowing you to accept payments directly through your booking calendar. This convenience comes with the standard Square transaction fees, which we've just discussed. However, it's essential to remember that Square Appointments also offers subscription-based plans. These plans provide access to additional features, such as team management, advanced reporting, and SMS appointment reminders. So, while you're paying transaction fees on each payment, you're also paying a monthly fee for the software itself. It's crucial to understand the difference between these two types of costs. The transaction fees are directly tied to your revenue, while the subscription fees are a fixed cost, regardless of your sales volume. When evaluating Square Appointments, you need to consider both of these factors to determine the overall cost-effectiveness for your business. For example, if you're a high-volume business, the subscription fees might be negligible compared to your overall revenue. However, if you're a smaller business with fewer transactions, those monthly fees could have a more significant impact. Let's delve into some practical examples. Imagine you're a hairstylist who charges $50 for a haircut. If a client pays in person, you'll be charged approximately $1.40 in fees. If they pay online, you'll be charged roughly $1.90. Now, imagine you're a massage therapist who charges $100 for a session. In this case, the in-person fee would be around $2.70, and the online fee would be around $3.65. These seemingly small differences can add up over time, especially if you're processing a large volume of transactions. It's also worth noting that Square offers various hardware options, including different card readers and point-of-sale systems. While these hardware purchases are separate costs, they can impact your overall transaction fees. For example, using a more advanced reader with contactless payment capabilities can streamline the checkout process and reduce the risk of errors, ultimately saving you time and money. Another important aspect to consider is Square's instant transfer feature. This allows you to access your funds quickly, typically within minutes. However, this convenience comes with an additional fee of 1.5% per transfer. While this might seem like a small amount, it can add up if you frequently use instant transfer. If you can afford to wait for the standard next business day transfer, you can avoid these extra costs. Now, let's address some common questions. Many business owners wonder if there are any ways to reduce these transaction fees. Unfortunately, Square's fees are generally fixed. However, there are a few strategies you can employ to minimize their impact. For example, encouraging clients to pay in person can help you avoid the higher online transaction fees. Additionally, you can optimize your pricing strategy to account for these fees, ensuring that you're still generating a healthy profit margin. It's also crucial to monitor your transaction reports regularly. Square provides detailed reports that break down your fees, allowing you to track your expenses and identify any potential areas for optimization. By staying on top of your finances, you can make informed decisions about your pricing, payment methods, and overall business strategy. Let's recap. Square Appointments is a powerful tool for managing your business, but it's essential to understand the associated transaction fees. In-person transactions typically incur a fee of 2.6% plus 10 cents, while online transactions incur a fee of 3.5% plus 15 cents. These fees can vary depending on the type of payment and the specific services you're using. Additionally, Square Appointments offers subscription-based plans that provide access to advanced features, which you'll need to factor into your overall costs. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.